great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. Serena.
Hey there, Teague here, and welcome to Serena. It's a game developed and published by Senscape. It's like an all-star cast of gaming people in here. I had to write them down, I can't remember them all. Talents from indie companies such as Senscape, CBE Software, Infanous Quests.
The photo's right there. Maybe I could have another look.
In a minute, buddy. I'm talking here. Digital Media Workshop, guys from Andromeda, and more. Over 40 contributors provided talent. The voice acting is by a game designer known as Josh Mandel. Maybe you've heard of him. It's also featuring acting by video producer Pushing Up Roses. There's a surprise cameo from the designer, a former designer of...
One more try. I know it's pointless, but I need to do it.
You're distracting me, dude. 1 second. Surprise cameo by former designer from Sierra. No idea who. Be fun to find out. It is free to play for Windows, Mac, and Linux, which is what I am playing it on right now. The website is waitingforserena.com, and you will find all the information you need to know in the description below.
I'm terrified of that photo. But lose my mind if I don't have another look.
Alright, we can look at it now. It's blurry though.
Serena? Why can't I see you more clearly? Why can't I even remember? This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers. It was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us. My love.
Whoever did the artwork here is badass. That is awesome. Whoa. Okay, the mouse is a little sensitive. We can work with that though. Hey, salt and pepper.
Serena enjoyed spice in our life. I preferred it more bland. We were so different on some points. The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind. Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were eating. A curious, sensual thrill.
Bread.
The table is worn but sturdy, just like our relationship was. Or is. I just don't know anymore. Our dining table, quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, I'm surprised it's still in one piece.
Oh, ew, dude. I did not need that mental image. Get up. What is this? Things that keep us tired, common sense, and other lovely fairy tales. Ha! Nephilim, the greatest mystery of the antediluvian world. Valhalla Strikes Back, the official hint book. The zombie space dinosaurs from the deep ate my family. Can I borrow that one? The St. Christopher's School Lockdown. Blind Earth. Peta Crutor, Pugs Not Drugs. Okay. Searching for a Dynasty, Ode to a Kumquat. Encyclopedia Galactica by Don't Panic. Nice. Dalmar Folklore. Horton hears some unpleasant truths about himself. Interesting.
So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this. The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell.
I've never caught vanilla smell off of old paper. Ever. It's like wet cardboard. Ugh.
I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too. A lot of rarities and special editions here. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No, of course not. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here,
Whoa.
too.
Mousy, whoa, mousy, whoa, mousy. Encyclopedia Frobosica, The Unfortunate Life of a Chocobo Sage. My Bloody Sabbath, How I Learned the Devil's Music, Light and Dark of the Soul, English Grammar for Beginners. Ew. So you want to be a purple tentacle? Yes. All of the yes right there. The Fairy Grotto, Behind the Left-Handed Architect, The Art of Drowning, Cabras Lesbianas Macabras. I butchered the pronunciation horribly. James Kellogg, Portrait of a Serial Killer. Dream of Snow. Corridor 9. Dagon for Goats in 24 hours. Crowdfunding.
I still can't understand. Even the features of her face feel hazy and distant, like remnants of a broken dream.
If I may, crowdfunding or how I met some great people and went broke. The Great Underground Empire, A History, one more key card.
Somewhere in here.
Damn it, man!
Private refuge. There must be something that reminds me of her.
I am trying to read your books. You can chill your butt cheeks for 1 minute. One more key card, then I'll ask Susie out. How Space Quest ruined my life? Space Quest. Prominence, a science fiction adventure. 1001 innovative uses for pieces of...
I miss her so much.
For a piece of string.
How is it possible that I can't remember her face?
Probably because you keep interrupting people. Damn it. A Crazy's Guide for Fortifying Your Liver, and That's Why I'm Single, a memoir. Kleptomania, Big Pockets, and Better Grabs. Life and Death of a Kickstarter Addict, The Power of Perseverance, The Adventures of a Scary Bear, Storyteller, The Grasshopper Lies Heavy, and Collected Works of Blake Backlash. There.
I should look around some more. I have to remember her face.
I am looking around, but you keep fucking interrupting me.
So many afternoons spent in this armchair.
Wait a second. That's a cuckoo clock. I hate cuckoo clocks with a passion.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. And cuddle.
What did we talk about? Damn this fallible memory of mine. The most comfortable spot in the cabin. Well, along with the bed, of course. I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt.
Groping you. And your ribs.
Of course, we made love here, too.
Oh, ew.
There was no place in the cabin we didn't before things deteriorated.
Oh, ew. So everything I touch is questionable. Thank you.
The most comfortable spot in the cabin. Well, along with the bed, of course.
Not creepy at all. Right. Back out of that. Ah, whoa.
Sharing meals with a good red wine was one of the great pleasures in our relationship, especially in the intimacy of this cabin. I should probably eat. Can't remember the last time I ate. Yet I don't feel hungry. I have more pressing things on my mind right now than culinary exploits. The stove looks like something from World War I. Considering how basic and ancient the kitchen is, it's a wonder what we manage to do with it from time to time. Well, she mostly.
Feeling peckish, dear?
The stove looks like something from World War I.
Yeah, it's probably closer to 19. Well, maybe. No. It's newer than that. I'd say 1920s, maybe. Possibly 30s. I can't move. I want to, but I can't. Oh, no. There we go.
This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular. Priorities, right? I guess it's covered with grease and grime from cooking, mostly. There's probably nothing out there that I want to see, anyway. All the stuff I care about is inside. Well, except for Serena. I can make out nothing through this window. There was a time, long ago, that all this disrepair felt oddly homey. All the windows are drafty, but like everything else, we just got used to it. We liked it, even. I can make out nothing through this window.
What's this? Woohoo, mousy. My mouse is entirely too sensitive right now. Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Neon of the ice blue eyes. Ride with me, shed your mortal guise. Here is our mount, a snow-white mare. Come, O scene, to my gardens fair. In the land of youth, ply your art. Ours shall be the cycle of days, our sun and sky and rainbow ways.
Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Neob of the ice blue eyes. Blue eyes. It's based on an Irish folktale. Warrior poet O'Sheen goes to Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the land of youth and promise. Neob is of the Fey folk, the fair ones, fairies. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you. I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like life. My grandma introduced me to these old legends when I was just a kid, in between stories of what she could still remember of her childhood in the old country. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you.
Speaking of imagery, wow. Right down to the cobwebs. This is pretty awesome. They did a really good job. Wow. I'm a sucker for some pretty pixels. I will tell you that much right now.
She made this with her own hands. She was really good.
I accuse you, cuckoo clock. I am not a fan of those. I am not. They are creepy. They don't, like, scare me or anything, but they're just freaking creepy for some reason.
Look what I made, hun, in case we ever need to sweep something under the carpet.
I suppose it's because of those freaking Jack-in-the-Box toys. Nightmare fuel! Ah! Goes the weasel.
See the pattern of yellow squares? It's from this rug I remembered from my nursery. I must have been like 3 or 4, but it always stuck with me.
No trap door under there, just more creaky floor. I always resisted the temptation to sweep things under there when it was my turn to tidy up.
The rug's all crooked again. Can you help me straighten it out?
No trap door under there, just more creaky floor.
True friends stand by each other through any adversity. Quite right. Okay, there's more things. Oh, come on, mouse. Wow. I'm gonna make myself dizzy with all this mousing. Alright. Okay. Get up in there. Gray. More gray. Even more gray, wow. Somebody liked gray.
Quite a large armoire for our admittedly Spartan needs. She uses most of it. We all have our skeletons in the closet, but not Serena. She was perfect. I'm not sure why, but I don't feel like opening it. The sole thought of it drains what little energy I have left in me. For some reason, light bulbs wouldn't last long in this lamp. I never looked into it. 2 days, 3 days tops, and bam, a brand new light bulb would burn out. Whenever her lamp didn't work, Serena would come by my side to read. A few moments later, she would lay her head down on my chest and fall asleep.
Aww.
The only reason this lampshade gathered less dust than the other one was that we had to keep putting new bulbs in this one. Because of a wiring problem or whatever, this one always starts smelling sharply of metal after being on for a while.
Huh. You know, now that I think about it, in this tiny little cabin, with that kind of stove, no other lights, and yet electric lamps. There isn't even a fireplace in here. Not even a tiny one. Maybe something of an uncomfortable little cabin.
She adored all things of nature. I remember her long walks out in the woods. Curiously, we never brought many plants inside the cabin. We were surrounded by so many outside. I guess we were saturated by them. At least I was. Maybe I should have let her bring some plants inside. She liked them a lot.
Those look familiar. Is that belladonna?
A plant is a plant. Beautiful to some, boring to others.
Poisonous to many, if that's what I think it is.
They say these things are alive. If they are, it must be a horrible existence, confined in their own silent, dark world.
Only if you're a mold.
We have much more interesting things than this plant inside the cabin. Like my books.
Only a few of your books are interesting, dude. No offense.
She's fairly religious. Not me. I'm the cold and cynical bastard. But I don't remember that ever being an issue between us. She always thought our relationship was a blessing. God, how I miss her. No longer the cynical asshole, I guess. Her faith came as a surprise to me. She was never prudish about sex, so I just didn't expect it. I guess people simply aren't that predictable. No, I don't want to read right now. Especially not a Bible.
Oh, you know that's hiding a flask of whiskey or something. I'm not entirely sure if I'm lagging, because I don't seem to be lagging, but the sounds are a bit off. Don't think it's me.
Our refuge from the world. A place of warmth and passion.
And gray.
Sometimes we joked we needed to be so far out in the woods because that's how our sex life was. Far out.
Ew.
The furniture came with the cabin, but the bedclothes we brought with us. A place like this needs some luxury, but without her...
Learn to make your bed.
There are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head.
They usually
I
are.
feel too restless to sleep right now.
Ew.
The clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to every cabin needs one. The ticking begins to feel homey after a while. The first night was a nightmare, though.
Yeah, no it doesn't. It never does.
Time never mattered much to us while we were hiding from the rest of the world here. As long as we were together and happy.
False sense of urgency, inputting clock bastard.
The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how many times we've wound it up, it keeps going out of sync. Actually, I think it might have gone out of sync again. No trusting this clock. I wonder what time it is. As if it mattered.
Yeah, I don't trust that clock. Not from the moment I set eyes on it.
The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how... It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area.
Oh, that is like right next to my ear.
I've always loved the hazy afternoon shades of this place.
They throw up their sound rather well because I do have my surround sound speakers going and the clock is on my right and then all of the sound is coming out of my right speaker. So whoever set that up is brilliant. Because I actually feel like there's a freaking cuckoo clock in my office right now. I do not own a cuckoo clock because I freaking hate them with a passion. That includes you.
It's deep into summer, so there's a few hours left until it gets dark. The sunlight is so bright here. In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us. There's a crack in this window from a tantrum she threw some time ago. It wasn't the only thing she threw. Not exactly perfect soundproofing. The sunlight can be confusing, oppressive, as if pregnant with some ill omen. Or is the stress finally catching up with me? The sunlight is so bright here. In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us.
Oh, that is so loud right now.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it. And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness all around. We lay back, and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. The luminous starscape, like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen in the countryside. I had tears in my eyes when I turned to you and we kissed, and it felt like the only moment in all of time, or outside time, and ours was the only spark that could ignite the universe. You gave me these moments. You complete me in ways I never knew to dream of. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you feel lost again. We can make our own world against the rest of the world if need be. Together we can silence all the demons, heal all the wounds. I love you. In eternity yours, Serena.
Perhaps in her dresser, or something that she liked.
I wonder.
We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important.
Distinct feeling that picture's gonna change. Let me over there. Oh, my mouse is entirely too sensitive. I'm gonna end up making myself horribly dizzy, but worth it!
I miss her so much. How is it possible that I can't remember her face?
Peeking through your drawers. Even more gray things. Jeez.
There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb. Yes, blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering. What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke? She also had a brush, but I can't see it anywhere. Nor some of her other personal items.
Wow, somebody did a really, really good job on this lace doily. Like, I can see the texture in here. Oh, wow. Wow. You guys put in a lot of hard work. That is awesome.
It's just a regular comb bought from a supermarket, new enough to still have all its teeth. She also had a brush. Hers. I used it too, when shaving. There's only an outhouse, and for some reason, whoever erected the rickety thing didn't think to include wall-to-wall mirrors. So, this came in handy. Should I dust for fingerprints? I might if I were in a detective story.
Do it anyway.
They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's orders. And Serena's. I'm generally not fond of taking medication. I find it hard to believe ingesting a few chemicals will do me much good in the long run.
Don't forget your pill, hun. I know you'd rather not, but you know it's for the best.
Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure. These keys are for the cabin and the car. If the keys are here, does she have her spare?
I don't see car keys attached to that. I just see skeleton keys.
I should probably stay here in case she doesn't. Did she even have her own spare?
I don't know, but she's got your car keys in your car, probably.
We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway. We did have a night prowler once who left a mark inside the outhouse, but we rarely lock it anyway.
Oh, that's lovely. A mark inside of the outhouse. Why do I get a feeling that it was a, never
I
mind.
never noticed it
I'm
before.
not gonna
There's some rust on the ring. Should get a new one. We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway.
What's this? I didn't notice this.
Something draws me to this trunk. Is it the memories locked within? Or something else? We use this trunk to store trinkets and papers, but I can't help thinking there's something of importance inside. It's too painful. I want to, but not yet. We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years. Big enough for a lifetime of mementos. We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked. We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years.
Ah, jeez, I hate you. Frickin' clock. Whoa, what?
She was special. Contradictory. She didn't mind these. Actually, I think she was into them too.
That looks interesting. You can always try it.
I read it for the articles, of course.
Of course.
Like that one by the guy. That one about the...
The thing, yeah.
I
Yeah.
needed some incentive to go check the mailbox from time to time. It's some way through the woods.
I kind of want that corset, though.
Something good left in this world. They still make covers like this. Erotic, not obscene. She's beautiful, but what's her obsession with dolphins?
It's not an obsession, it's a phobia. And dolphins can be assholes when they want to.
I needed some incentive to go check the mailbox from time to time. It's some way through the woods.
I feel like I've looked at everything I can possibly look at.
Unlike its sibling, this lamp would last for months. We brought the lamps with us when we got this place all those years ago. They were from a garage sale.
Gotta love garage sales. Always from the best stuff.
The sun is streaming through the window. No reason to turn this on.
But I
All these
wanna.
metaphors and similes in my head. Light of my life. Make light. Wait, that's another kind of light. A lamp is a lamp, but to a writer, every mundane item triggers connections, and that leads to more.
It leads me to a lamp.
It seemed like neither of us could bother to properly wipe the lampshades. All these metaphors and similes in my head. We used to keep a pitcher of water and a glass on this nightstand, but they're not here now. There's a thick layer of dust and an almost invisible outline where we kept the water pitcher. It hasn't been long enough for so much dust to accumulate. Has it? For some reason, I always slept on the side of the bed closer to the window. Never asked myself why. We weren't good at housekeeping, always focusing on other aspects of our life together. But the dust does stand out a lot more when Serena's suddenly not here. I'll dust it off some other time.
Dreamcatcher? Maybe the picture's changed now that I've looked at just about everything. Except for this chair, or that chair.
This one wobbles. I always meant to do something about that, but somehow never got around to it.
It suddenly sounds more depressed.
This used to be her favorite spot. She used to sit here, put her legs on the table, lean back, and just give me one of her smiles. Those effervescent, incandescent smiles. Once we dragged these chairs out to the lake and scrubbed off all the dust and grime of years. That was a long time ago. For all the charm of furniture like this, something about it reminds me of Ingmar Bergman. Sort of brooding. One of a matching pair. Obvious. There was a piece of gum stuck to the underside of this chair back when we bought this place. We just left it there.
A trophy!
For all the charm
Okay, now you're-
of furniture like this,
Sit my
something
butt
about
down
it
here.
reminds me of Ingmar Bergman.
The picture did change.
Sort of brooding.
She doesn't look all that happy, in all honesty. She looks kind of pissed.
The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then. My love. We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. Different world back then.
This is not a outright cuckoo clock, but damn it.
Is there anything worse than beautiful memories turning to dust? I feel like I don't even have the strength to lift the lid. What once gave me so much joy fills me with unbearable sorrow.
Did it get darker?
Big enough for a lifetime of mementos.
Could you take this out and beat it, love? It's getting a bit dusty.
It's one of the few decorative things here. We weren't much of homemakers, either of us. I remember us washing it properly in the lake many summers ago. I always resisted the temptation to sweep things under there when it was my turn to tidy up. State of mind, but I feel even more depressed near this home. Guess I can't shake off the memory of my sweet Serena trying on her various clothes.
Be honest. Does this dress show too much cleavage? I want only one pair of eyes on me.
How I miss her naked back when she was standing by this armoire. The perfect curve of her neck. Her firm bottom. Maybe later. There's nothing of interest inside the closet anyway. That's funny. I don't recall seeing this plant before. Not that it matters. She probably found this rare specimen during her walks and wanted to keep it. Does it mean anything that it's next to her Bible? Anyway, it's just some boring plant. A plant is a plant. Beautiful to some, boring to others. Is it possible there were times I was dismissive of her beliefs without even realizing it? I don't think so, but memory can be so deceptive. Could it hurt me to be a bit more open towards religion? Serena's faith was always a rock for her to lean on. And I certainly could use one right now.
Why can't you just accept that I want God in my life? Have you any idea how many times he has helped me get through? Of course you wouldn't know. He was there for me all the times you weren't.
I have no need for the words in there. As always, I automatically went to the window side, and she took the one by the armoire. Some of her scent still lingers. What's the matter with me? I can't seem to remember even ordinary things. When was the last time we made love? Maybe if I go to sleep, I will wake up, and there she'll be, arms wrapped around me, the warm and passionate touch of her lips. I can't sleep. It feels as if I've been awake for ages. I don't sleep well without Serena next to me. Both a blessing and a curse, I suppose. I can almost feel her hair tickling my neck. The intoxicating smell of her skin.
You son of a bitch. Clock. Picture must have changed again. That's gotta be it. Way over there. She looks even more pissed.
It's different. But that just... It can't be different. Am I going mad?
No, she looks even more pissed now. You were correct, sir.
Somehow she looks sadder than I remembered. Could I really have been so wrong about that night? My love. All those moments we sat at this table, laughing, smiling, simply looking in each other's eyes. Will we have them again someday? I kept saying I'd paint these chairs, add some color to this place. One more thing I never got around to.
You. And it's getting darker. Ugh, freaking heebie-jeebies. Oh yeah, she is indeed even more pissed than before.
She's angry now. Part of me realizes I should be more shocked by this, but for some reason, I just feel numb, beyond it. She's lying to me and manipulating me all the time. Why did I let her do that? I'm the one who should have been scowling. She played me like a harp and made me look like a complete idiot. All of this, these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I torture myself trying to remember. Too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much.
Sit down. We need to talk.
When did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be a... We weren't supposed to fight here. I want to hurl the whole damn lot into the lake. Or just tear at the pages until the wind sweeps them away. Some of these started to mildew long ago. Nothing gold can stay. Frost. Those words. Those damn words. My whole life's been consumed by them. Now I have none left to say. This armchair. This is where we had that talk. That damn...
I've been trying so hard, but we lost something along the way. Did you get my letter? Will you just listen to me for once? God, you're always... Wait, where are you going? Don't walk away from me.
All of this, these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. It's like looking into my own soul right now. Did I see shadows move? No. Just my imagination. It's like the whole world is against me. Even my mind is playing tricks on me.
Probably. Can we open the box now? Yes, we can.
I sit here on the train, taking me to my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, that used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation. Because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy, when I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me any more than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story. I no longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say? I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense. And the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, on and on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life, and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can, and something's got to give. Us.
Damn, harsh.
Her jewelry box. What is it doing here?
What is this full of just slingshot? Can I grab that?
It's just a bunch of schmaltzy junk. A shrine to naivety. I don't see anything else of value.
I do. I want that slingshot.
I should just destroy this useless junk. But not even the venom inside me gives me strength.
Very well then. I'll leave the slingshot be, but I want it. Damn it.
You just don't get it, do you? You never do.
I remember how happy these made her. She smiled. That wonderful smile. I must have gifted these to make amends or something. Or did I? Did I ever gift her anything? She loved her trinkets more than she loved me. Right? I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Her wedding ring or mine. But what is it doing here? Oh, please, no. It's hers. I can't believe she would just leave it here. Where the hell is she? No. It can't be true. No. No, I didn't do it. I need to wake up from this nightmare. Why torture myself trying to remember?
You didn't do what?
Too upset to even think straight.
Didn't do something. Oh boy. I have a bad feeling about the closet all of a sudden. Alright, crack her open. Oh, shit. The clock stopped. And how many pairs of teeth do you have? I count 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 2 pairs. The hell?
My God. What is this? It can't. It isn't. How did it happen? I can't remember.
Did he? What? No, something doesn't add up. But holy fuck. Clock stopped.
No. No! This isn't happening!
Everything's gone grainy and black and white and that's what the what?
It's already rotten beyond recognition. But how much time has passed? It's dry and withered. A body takes at least weeks to... How long has it been? I can't even remember how I did it. Maybe I didn't. Do I have brain damage? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, well that happened. Wow, the hand really wants me to go over there. Okay. Thing, I'll do as you suggest.
Dead, worm-eaten wood.
There's people outside my window.
The many times we the dinners, the laughs. I can't bear looking at it any longer.
You two conspiring bastards. Ah! What the fuck?
My face. What's happened to my face? Is this my punishment? It's like looking into a mirror. I've just been slowly rotting inside all along. I took her life. I am a demon, a destroyer, impure.
How stupid this was. We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Fire will do it.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time? It's been months since you...
Don't worry. It's all covered. You spent much time here.
Serena?
Fine. Give me the kerosene.
Fucking shit. You're gonna light me on fire, you bitch. Come on, doorknob, doorknob, doorknob.
Oh, shit. You forgot your... Fuck. It was so stupid to leave it. Why did you do that?
Can you calm down? I couldn't bear to wear it any longer. It's in a safe place. We'll pick it from the ashes.
No, not like this. Please. No.
And that was Serena. Wow. I have no words. That was really unsettling, especially toward the end. Holy crap. The clock just had me the whole freaking time. I couldn't concentrate on anything. I'm just thinking, holy shit, that clock. And then the clock stopped. And it's just like my freaking own heart stopped. Yeah. Freaking creepy. I've played a mess of horror games and haven't been that creeped out in a long frickin' time. This game is dedicated to our dear friend Serena Nelson, who graciously allowed us to use her name and likeness. Did she provide the voice? I missed that part. But yeah, wow, that is just creepy as creeps. That is creepypastas. Whew. Stew sizer. Sorry. Stew sizer. Oh, wow. I don't know what to tell you guys. You gotta play this for yourself. It is absolutely creepy. It will knock you square on your ass. Everything you need to know about the game will be in the description below, so be sure to read it. As for me, I've got to go. I'll see you when I see you guys. Have a good one.